You might think that if a traffic ticket gets reduced or ends up with no points, it's the end of the story. For CDL drivers, there can still be more to it. Even when your DMV record looks clean, there are still other systems that can reflect what happened on the road, and those can matter when your job is on the line. In this video, I'm going to show you how CDL violations really get evaluated by employers, why a win in court is great, but isn't always the whole story, and what you need to know to protect your job. Hey, Mark Bigger here. I'm an attorney who grew up in a family of professional drivers, racked up plenty of miles, and got my fair share of tickets, so I started fighting them. It turned out I wasn't too bad at it. Now that's all our firm does in court. If you've got a ticket and you want to speak with an attorney you can trust, give us a call at 661-859-1177. Let's dive into it. Why does a no points outcome still matter for CDL drivers? For most drivers, avoiding points is a major victory and the main priority. And for CDL holders, protecting your MVR record, also known as the motor vehicle record, should usually be the first priority. Your MVR affects your license status, your eligibility to drive, and many of the opportunities available to you as a professional driver. Let's say you were cited for driving 75 in a 55 zone. Your attorney negotiates a reduction to a non-moving or equipment violation, and no points are assessed against your California driving record. That's almost universally known as a great outcome. It's much better than a speeding conviction because it helps protect your MVR from additional points. But CDL drivers should understand that the MVR is only one part of the picture. Some carriers review more than just DMV points when evaluating drivers. Depending on company policy, they may also consider the original allegation if disclosed, the final court disposition, or other information available through their safety and compliance review process. This can be especially important for drivers working in highly regulated operations or hauling specialized cargo. Traffic school can create similar confusion. For many California drivers, traffic school may help keep a conviction from appearing on their public driving record. CDL holders, however, will still have a visible conviction even if they avoid the points through traffic school. And it should be noted that you can only take traffic school as a CDL holder if you're in your private vehicle at the time of the stop. The key takeaway is that protecting your MVR remains extremely important, but it should not be the only consideration. A favorable outcome in traffic court can help reduce the impact of a citation, and understanding both the state and federal consequences can put you in a stronger position to protect your driving career. How do company safety reviews fit into the bigger picture? For CDL drivers, the DMV record is often the starting point when evaluating the impact of a citation. But depending on the carrier, it may not be the only source of information used when reviewing driver performance. Many trucking companies maintain internal safety programs that can include dash cam footage, telematics data, incident reports, and other operational records. These systems are designed to help carriers monitor safety and identify patterns that may require additional training or review. For example, a company may review events involving hard braking, sudden maneuvers, following distance concerns, or other situations that trigger a safety alert. In some cases, those events may be reviewed even when no citation was issued and no collision occurred. It's important to understand that company safety reviews are separate from court proceedings and DMV actions. A traffic ticket affects your official driving record, while internal company reviews are generally governed by the carrier's own policies and procedures. This is another reason CDL drivers should look beyond points alone. Protecting your MVR remains the main priority, but understanding how your carrier evaluates safety events can also help you make informed decisions when responding to a citation or roadside incident. Why can the way you handle a citation matter? For CDL drivers, the outcome of citation is obviously important, but the process can matter as well. Many carriers have their own reporting requirements and safety policy that drivers are expected to follow after receiving a ticket. Some companies require drivers to report citations within a specific period of time. By law, a driver must report a conviction to their employer within 30 days after getting convicted of the offense. But employers may have more strict rules. Because those policies can vary from carrier to carrier, it's important to understand how your employer's expectations and what they are, and make sure you're meeting or ending reporting obligations that apply to you. The way a citation resolved can also affect what appears on your driving record. Paying a ticket may seem like the quickest option, but doing so is often treated as a conviction. Depending on the violation, that conviction may affect your MVR and could create additional consequences for CDL holders. That's one reason many drivers choose to speak with with a traffic attorney before deciding how to proceed. Understanding the potential impact of your driving record, commercial driving privileges, and employment opportunities can help make you make a more informed decision. The key is to address the situation early. The sooner you understand the possible consequence of a citation, the more options you may have available to protect your record and your career. What should CDL drivers do when they receive a citation? The first priority for most CDL drivers is protecting the MVR. Points on your MVR can affect your driving privileges, employment opportunities, and in some situations, your ability to continue working as a commercial driver. That's why it's important to understand the full impact of a citation before deciding how to resolve it. Paying a ticket may seem like the fastest option, but doing so is often treated as a conviction and can affect your driving record. Whenever possible, drivers should explore options that may help reduce or avoid the long-term consequences of a citation. Depending on the facts of the case, that could include seeking a dismissal, negotiating a reduction, or pursuing another favorable resolution. For CDL holders, it's also important to understand that some violations can carry consequences beyond DMV points. Federal reporting requirements, commercial driving regulations, and carrier policies may also play a role in how a citation ultimately affects your career. That's why experienced CDL traffic defense involves looking at the entire picture. The goal is not simply to focus on one consequence while overlooking another. It's to evaluate how a particular outcome may affect your MVR, your FMCSA record, and your future opportunities behind the wheel. Getting a citation reduced or dismissed can be an important step toward protecting your driving record, but CDL drivers should understand that points are not always the only consideration. Depending on the violation, there may also be federal reporting requirements and company policies that affect how the citation is viewed. That's why we look at the entire picture. Protecting your MVR is often the first priority, but we also evaluate potential federal and possibly even employment-related consequences that you bring to our attention that may affect your commercial driving record. If you received a traffic ticket and want to understand your options, call us at 661-859-1177 for a free consultation. We'll review the citation, explain the possible consequences, and help you determine the best path forward to protecting your record and your future behind the wheel. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more practical legal advice. Tap the next video to keep learning and stay ahead of your next ticket.